of this game. So prayer, then we'll have the game. Praying for tonight's game is our pastor, Brother John Wilkerson.
Let's pray together. Thank you very much. Victory, we're honored that you guys are here with us in the gymnasium this evening. I pray that God will bless both of these remaining games and ask God to give us help. Let's pray together, can we? Father, I thank you for Christian education. I'm thankful as a third grader that you laid on the heart of my mom and dad to sacrifice and send me and my 5 siblings to a Christian school. Thank you for parents. Thank you, Lord, for teachers, for administration. Thank you for the cost and the investment. And then thank you, Lord, for the product and the young men and young ladies that attend our schools. I pray their hearts would be yielded to you and you would use them in a wonderful way, far past a basketball floor. I pray that their lights would be pure and they would be significant eternally so, we pray. Bless the athletic competition. I pray you give discernment to our officials and respect to those of us who watch them make their calls. I pray you bless the young men, keep them safe, and may their attitude, Lord, mirror what you want for us. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
All right, welcome to this evening's matchup between the Hammond Baptist Swordsmen and the Victory Christian Academy Lions. This is the junior varsity matchup, the third game tonight. And we are excited to be bringing you this game live here on HBTV. If you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Facebook, we thank you for joining us. Excited to bring you a solid game tonight. We got 2 more, this one and 1 more after this. And I'm excited about it. Should be some good games. JP Garrett, Dave Murhowski, Esteban Santos, David Fernandez, and Elijah Guzman on the court right now for the Swordsmen. I'll get you the lineup for Victory here in just a second. My name is John Woosley, and I thank you for watching, for joining. I am now joined by Mr. Josh Conger. And we're excited to be bringing this game to you this evening. If you're waiting for us at 5:30, we got off to a very late start. Our first game of the night went into overtime and pushed us back about 30 minutes, so that was a little unfortunate, but we're thankful.
Yeah, who was the coach of that game? Pushed it back 30 minutes. That's rough. My word. Hey, but we got the win. We got the win in that first game, got the win in the second game. This game looks to be a tough matchup here between the Victory Lions and the Hammond Baptist Swordsmen. That's Breckner passing ahead and a tall lineup here, and that's going to be a nice quick shot there from Victory. Can't get it to go. Dave Murhalski, the rebound. Again, the starters here. Oh, David Fernandez looks a little bit beaten up here. Tweaked his ankle or something. Maybe a bloody lip. Looks like we'll stop play here for a moment for Dave Fernandez and quickly resume. Dave Fernandez starting, number 40. We got Esteban Santos, number 3, starting. Elijah Guzman, number 2. JP Garrett, number 52. And Dave Murhalski, number 41. Starting for the Lions is Drew Breckner, number 2. JP Lapas, number 3. Landon Smith, number 4. Dylan Yankovic, number 32. And Carter Harold, number 45. I believe these teams have played one time before, and I believe that the Swordsmen lost in that game, so it'll be a tough one for them to win here. As Esteban Santos just off on the shot. Big rebound for Dave Murhalski. Dave working hard to save that ball for his teammates, and Elijah Guzman going to pace the floor here, set up some offense, and look to get a good shot. That was a nice look to J.P. Garrett from Dave Fernandez, and Dave Fernandez almost had the assist. Shot just off to the left from J.P. Elijah Guzman, tough fadeaway, tightly guarded, and he cannot get that to go. Swordsmen are 0 for their first 4 shots there, and that's going to be off Breckner's leg. Tough drive for him. Been watching Drew Breckner play for, boy, about 20 years it seems like. Man, I remember when he was like 2 feet tall, playing on the 6th grade team, and now a high schooler, but he's always fun to watch. Someone that we never like when we're playing him, but someone that plays hard, gritty basketball for the Lions. This is Elijah Guzman swinging to JP, and JP's been open a few times today already, just wide open on the baseline. That's going to be Dave Fernandez swinging the ball. and looking to move the ball against this 2-1-2 or kind of a 3-2 zone that they're playing here for victory. And that's dropped down to Esteban Santos. Mid-range jumper, and it's good. Esteban Santos gets the Swordsmen on the board. They're up 2-0 here. It's a neck-and-neck game. It's tightly guarded, tightly battled, but Esteban the first to get 2 points for these teams. This is swinging the ball across is Bell. Bell's checked into the game. This is Drew Breckner looking to swing that ball out to the outside. That's number 1. Good drive, big body here, driving right, and up with the right hand, can't get it to go. Good look there, and that gets to go in. Oh no, quick turnover there. Lions can't convert, but the ball is turned over. Tough pass there between Dave Fernandez and a miscommunication with Elijah. Led to that turnover. And Drew Breckner almost came away with another steal here. JP got some contact and one. JP Garrett's a physical monster. Way to take that ball right to the rim. And JP sometimes plays a little bit soft. Hey, not soft there. He
that
drove
was a strong
hard.
take.
Good drive from JP. And that's when JP's at his best, John. We've talked about this team specifically. When JP is tough, they're a totally different team.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. You know, there's a difference between anticipating contact and initiating contact, you know. On that one, I really did feel like JP was going in there, like, initiating some contact, going up strong with the ball. And as the big man on this team, hey, they are relying, even though he's a freshman, Josh, they are relying on him to bring some offense for this team. And that's just a big move. We need more of that tonight.
And the fact that he's like 6'5", also, you know, you automatically get pressure on you. If you're 6'5", you're tall on a basketball team, they expect you to make every layup, expect you to play defense, get blocks, get rebounds. It's a tough job, but JP takes it in stride.
Looks like we have a discrepancy here in the books, so not too sure what's going on here.
Number 1 is not in the book, John, so I was wondering about him specifically. I don't have him on my roster, and so I think that's what Danny, the ref, is looking for. Number 1 is not on the roster. And there was a little bit of a mix-up trying to set up the book there, so that might be part of the issue.
Yeah, well, man, number 1.
They're probably going to.
He's been playing the last few years for Victory.
I don't know his name, and he's not in the book.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I don't. I wonder if he'd be on Max Preps.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he always wears the same jersey number.
Gotcha. Josh is going to find out the name number 1 there on Victory, not in our book either. So that's a technical foul. Player that's on the court, not in the book. Got things straightened out there on a technical foul. The other team gets a free throw and the ball. Unfortunately, the Swordsmen didn't use that to their advantage. Turn it over and kick out. Just a little bit long on the 3. Now JP Lapas. Lions check.
John, number 1 is Carter Harold.
That's right.
I know his name because I know he's played here. That's Carter Harold. He's always so nice for the Lions. What?
Looks like that'll be an offensive foul on Esteban Santos, just trying to get in the way.
Tough.
And try to open up that lane for Dave Michalski. But Josh, you know, Dave Michalski, I think I'd leave him. Just
he's good.
One-on-one there.
He's fine. You just let him alone.
That's tough. Esteban just trying to be a good teammate, just trying to help him out. 5-2. Here's Drew. Finds a cutting
teammate. Out of bounds. Going to be white ball. No, someone else not in the book?
No, we just got Bell for number 5.
Yeah, no, they were slacking down there, John.
Well,
they only got first names of the starters, so we will refer to the subs as last name only. This is Dave Fernandez driving the ball across. Dave, quick 3. Long shot there. Everyone's long tonight, John. Everyone's shooting that ball a little bit too hard. And some rushed shots thus far.
Yeah.
Not really working the ball here as they did in the last game. And that's Carter Harold swinging it outside. And Carter Harold is a nice player, John. I'm very surprised he wasn't in the book.
Yeah.
And right when we said it, Carter Harold drains a 3. And John, I remember his shot from last season. He's grown a couple of inches, but his shot seems to have improved as well.
Yeah, you know, I think it was last year or the year before he was MVP of our junior high tournament.
Yep. Oh, looks like some contact.
Oh, you can't do that.
Yeah.
That's a travel.
Oh, some misses there both ways. 3 referees here. And, no, honestly, we do very good with referees. We have 3 refs for high school games, and that comes at a cost, but we do things first class here at Hammond Baptist. We believe in that wholeheartedly, and that's out of bounds and good thing.
And it's also required, so now we got to do it.
Wasn't aware. Good call. But we do it because we care about perfection.
Yeah.
And it's required. Also. Yeah. This is Elijah
Two birds,
Guzman.
one stone.
This is Elijah Guzman trying to resist this pressure, and my goodness,
Man,
can't be doing that. Sloppy play, and again, terrible pass. Lucky to get bailed out there. That should have been a turnover. And, we call it like we see it. That was a bad pass there from the Warriors Swordsmen. David and Elijah, tough passing up here but between themselves. But honestly, John, for Bell to be able to just play that nasty defense, running between guys, and no one likes doing that, but he's working hard out there.
Yeah. Yeah, a nice player here and a tough assignment guarding Elijah Guzman.
Oh, I think he traveled. Stevan got an extra step in there for free.
And then gets
Carter
blocked.
Harold's full court. Got to get back.
Here's Drew bringing it across the half line for the Lions. Drew, a solid player of this JV team. Josh, I told you earlier in our earlier game, they're going to be tough. There's Carter Harold with the and one.
Yeah.
And he'll add to the line, see if he can make it a three-point play.
It's going to be a problem all night, John. Carter Harold, this entire game, he is going to be a problem. He will drive, he'll shoot. He's a guy that's relentless. And not necessarily defensively. I think he's a solid defensive player. I don't think he's the best defensive player out there. But Carter Harold, he's an offensive killer.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy watching him play.
Yeah,
honestly.
Fun.
Yeah.
Wish he was a swordsman.
Solid player, yeah. Here's Dave Murhowski going up, gets blocked.
Wow, that's a big block. Number 24. Huge. Also not in the book.
Here's
Carter Harold double
dribble.
dribble. Yeah, good call. I almost missed that. So, honestly, that's one I just give the ref a pass on if he missed it. We might have whistles, but we're not going to catch everything either. That's sometimes that play happens so quickly. This is Elijah Guzman dribbling the ball up here, and that's a bounce pass to Esteban Santos. Esteban into JP, and that ball, oh my goodness, tipped around, and that's going to go straight to Victory, and then back into the hands of the Swordsman, and Elijah Guzman comes away with it. It's off of Elijah's chest, out of bounds. Going to be Lions ball. Man, a little bit sloppy. John, you hate watching that ball bounce around. You just want smooth, clean, crisp passes. Just do clean passes. Not the sloppy stuff we're seeing right now, and hopefully they can clean that up. They're down 2 here. It's 7-5, as you can see from the beautifully designed scoreboard by Jack Huckins there. 7-5. We take it for granted now. We've had it all season. That's a nice-looking scoreboard, and 2 more points added onto it from the Lions. It's now 9-5, and still, man, sloppy play. Swordsmen need to be smart here. And J.P. Garrett, oh, nice find to Daniel Webb, and Daniel Webb puts it up, can't get it to go. Man, John, J.P. Garrett has not touched the ball in about 3 or 4 possessions. And I think every possession, he's the big guy in the middle.
Yeah.
You got to run through him against the zone specifically, so we'll see if he gets, oh, big block by J.P. Garrett. J.P. Garrett, just some monster Dikembe Mutombo hands out there. Packed that ball down, packed him a lunch for himself there. Whew.
Elijah Guzman running this offense for the Swordsman. Here he is attacking. Pulls up 15 feet out. Money.
Man, that's a good shot
Love
from
to
Elijah.
see that going in
Yes.
for Elijah, that mid-range jump shot. And certainly the Swordsmen are going to be needing that coming down the stretch.
Yeah.
Josh, you mentioned our scoreboard, and if the auto-generated captions are getting in the way, you can hit those 3 little buttons, more options, more actions on Facebook or YouTube. As number 24 buries a 15-footer.
Yeah, another jumper from them, and JP full
Short.
court. Yeah, it's no good.
But you can hit those 3 little buttons and turn off the auto-generated captions, and that'll just help free up the scoreboard just a little bit. It is 11-7. The Lions with a 4-point lead on the Swordsmen. After this game, we'll have our varsity matchup at 7 o'clock. It was scheduled. Looks like we're going to be starting a few minutes late on that. But Josh, I'm excited to honor the memory of Brian Lenhart tonight, and we'll play a video before the game and just spend some time remembering him. Yeah. Tonight, Brian was a 2008 graduate here at Hammond Baptist, and then he was killed in action in Afghanistan in 2012. And January 6th marked the 10-year anniversary. Yesterday marked the 10-year anniversary of his passing. Yeah. And Josh, I shared a memory earlier, but just a great basketball player, but just a cool guy. Again, he was several years older than I was, 5 years older. And I enjoyed watching him play. His demeanor is 6'6", could shoot the 3.
Yeah.
Also, the last Hammond Baptist basketball player to dunk in our gym.
You're right.
So, I mean,
Since then,
all of those things, and just a memorable player.
Yeah.
And then for him to sacrifice his life, just like he did on the basketball court, you know, how fitting, and we are just honored to remember him tonight.
Yeah, John Bryant's favorite color was neon green. I think that made him cooler. You know, I think that's a cool color, and he always wore it. It was his favorite. Man, played in this gym for a few years, and, boy, I loved watching him. Again, you said sacrificial, but took those charges. And, John, multiple charges, even a game. Just always throwing his body in harm's way like he did for our country. And just, man, someone they can look up to, and he'll be remembered for a long time here at Hammond Baptist.
Quick shout-out to our sponsor, for the Gary Harper and Sharper Business Solutions. They are our game night sponsor, making sure HBTV can bring you the game tonight.
Yeah.
Certainly thankful for them and for their investment in HBTV. Man, some scary passes here.
What are we doing?
Not really doing a whole lot here for the Swordsmen. Let's see if we can put it in, set up some offense. Looks like, Josh, we are in I can't tell if we're in a man or a zone. I haven't been paying too close of attention.
Well, they were in a zone, but now it looks
zone?
like they're playing a little bit of a man. And it's like we got no motion.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, if the defense is in a man, you want to be moving. You know, motion offenses work against men. Dave Michalski trying to go all the way. Almost traveled.
Good bounce pass.
Oh, nice
Smooth.
reverse layup from Esteban Santos. John, smooth play. Carmine Rivera had one of those in the first game, if you remember, John. One of those real end-of-the-game clutch shots. Took it from the left side with the right hand. That's a fun play to watch.
There's Drew, can't connect for two.
He's got David Michalski up. Man, props to Dave Michalski running that floor.
Yeah.
Got to find him if you're a guard here. And this is Dave Fernandez. Quick pass to Dave Michalski. Slips the defense, gets it in and over. I think it was tipped there. Yep, it's going to be white ball. I was going to say, David Michalski typically doesn't shoot over the backboard from a foot out. You know, typically he hits at least the rim, you know. Dave Michalski's going to get another chance here. Ball's out of bounds. Swordsman in kind of a box setup. Maybe to get Esteban Santos a quick three here, and he'll pop out. He'll have a look if he wants it. Pump fake and nice mid-range. Can't get the shot to go, but a good look for him. This is Carter Harrell driving the ball, and he's going to go right to left. And Elijah Guzman, a big, strong body, playing some good defense on him. Backdoor cut, and that's good for Bell. Nice drive backdoor. And, boy, David Fernandez got beat there, John. It's tough, man. He's trying to help. He steps up to help and then gets beat backdoor by his guy. Man, that's tough to see coming.
Yeah, Josh, a solid team running solid offense, you know, and sometimes playing that real aggressive HB defense we love to play. Sometimes you can get over aggressive, you know. Yeah, that's tough. You know, I'm excited. I see Pastor Wilkson walking around down here, and he's taking some notes, getting ready for the varsity game that he'll be commentating here in just a few minutes.
I just read his lips. What's his first name?
Yeah,
he's getting names, and
he's the real deal. He's getting ready to go. Pastor Wilkson going to be commentating the varsity game for you this evening with Josh Conger here. They'll be broadcasting on 90.5 The Key as well. So certainly excited about our varsity game later this evening. Should be a great game, Josh.
I'm looking forward to it, John. They have played us 3 gritty games thus far, and each one has been just a knockdown, drag out. And, you know, I expect nothing less from the varsity. I know these guys on our side they're hungry. They want to win. They want to respect Brian Lenhart's memory and get the dub tonight. They don't want to see themselves losing. Yeah. And neither do we. It'll be a tough one to watch. And
you know, talking to Jaden Lemon this afternoon about the game tonight.
What did he say?
Just how cool it would be
to
dunk as we remember Brian Lenhart, because he was the last one to dunk in our gym.
I told Dwayne the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be something special. Here's Drew. Drew bringing it across the half line for victory to Carter. Carter back to Drew, a little give and go action. He's going up and under, back to.
Man, Esteban Santos, inside. Good block, and then Elijah didn't box out there, got slipped. And boy, that's going to be 2 points there for victory. They're now up 15-9, John, a 6-point lead. Not looking too hot for the Swordsman. Dave Fernandez, a quick three. Oh, and it looks so good from here. Good confident shot. Oh, and backdoor. Man, Elijah's getting beat on that break. He's got a tough matchup trying to guard Carter Harrell. He's a nice player, John. Tough to guard him all night and run the offense.
Yeah.
Big role. This is healthy to see this, John, though, because victory, they're going to be good for a few years.
Yeah.
I mean, Carter Harrell, I don't know if he's a freshman or sophomore, but he's going to be here 3 more years. You know, I mean, it's going to be tough guarding him, and he's a strong kid, someone that's definitely been in the weight room. You don't have that naturally. That kid, he's been working out, been putting time in. His shot's improved. He's gotten taller, and he's a victory specimen over there.
Yeah. Victory ball onto their own basket. Here's Carter, guarded by Elijah, driving left.
Might have traveled.
Man, I thought they were going to call a foul or a travel, one of the two, as he ran right into the big man of the Swordsman, J.P. Garrett. But Carter Harrell finishes over 2 defenders to give the Lions a 10-point lead. Here's J.P. driving baseline, bodying in.
Good take. And J.P. Garrett needs to drive that ball. J.P.'s going to watch this later, and he's going to recognize that was a good take.
Yeah.
Driving in, getting the con. He's done that 2 or 3 times tonight. That's a strong take. That's hard to guard when you're 6 foot whatever. That's unstoppable, JP. Beautiful take there. Dave Michalski's got a cut backdoor there. When JP caught that under the basket was wide open, and Dave was just a little slow getting there. But that spot's open. That's the way to break this defense here, is to get that ball under the basket there.
Here's JP at the line. JP is 6'4", freshman. Can't get the free throw to go. Lions ball. Here comes Carter Harold leading the charge here for the Lions. Ball again skipped around. Here's Drew driving baseline.
Oh, smart pass. JP Garrett, huge block. Wow.
Oh.
Johnny, like, punched that ball out of there. JP was, like, in the air in slow motion. JP's like, pop, like that. Honestly, probably should have caught it. Might be a smarter play there, but spiked that ball back to the ground.
Who was that? Kareem, right? Kareem would block / steal it right out of thin air.
Maybe a goaltending on half of those back then, but oh, good. Good hands, Swordsman. Got a guy ahead. They try to get it up. It's a turnover there from Dave Fernandez.
Yeah, tough. You know, you got to think he doesn't pass the ball like that normally. Either his arm was getting hit, or it's getting deflected. Good D there by the Lions.
They're letting him play for sure tonight. I mean, it's 3-2 on the foul count, and there's definitely been fouls, way more than that committed. So, nice take. Oh, Esteban Santos, John. Would have been the best take of the night right there. Right hand, up and under. Couldn't get it to go. Dave Michalski running back, play defense.
Here's Carter going inside to Drew.
Block that ball.
Drew across to Lapas.
Yeah, we've seen him around here. JP
Looks
Lapas.
like a couple brothers, yep.
JP be smart here with that rebound. He's been huge for us tonight, John, with those rebounds.
Yeah.
Just getting up and grabbing that board.
Elijah
right
down
there.
to Dave.
That's the break right there, and back out.
Here's JP.
JP
trying
got
to create some
hit.
space. And JP draws the foul.
Oh,
Josh, you just talked about how we needed to start working the ball down to JP some more.
Yes.
And for the last 2 possessions, Josh, they did exactly what you said. I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you, the coach of the year. Right here, calling that from up here.
Wow. John, that's huge. From you, that's huge.
It doesn't mean anything.
But it's from you. It means a lot to me. I say it's huge. That's my perspective. I think that's a huge compliment, John. I'm going to put that on a plaque, and I'm going to give it to myself. John Woosley said on this day.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. It means a lot, John. I do. I work hard to coach, and I try to study the game. This is substitution here. Number 21 checking in. That's Sheeler coming into the low block to box out Dave Michalski and probably guard him on the other end. Man, coming back here, John. 11-19, only down 8. It'll be 7 if he hits this shot. Good from JP. JP has been a rock tonight. 12-19. Got to get that steal. Good hands on it. They're going to say that's off victory. HB ball. Down only 7, John. It's not quite halftime. If they can just chip away at this lead a little bit, not have a turnover here, and just be smart, maybe a basket, maybe 2 baskets. Boy, that'd be nice going into the second half.
Here's Elijah Guzman.
Easy. JP. They got JP. JP's got a huge mismatch. They got to feed him. Feed him dinner. Give him that ball.
Yeah, got to work it below that free throw line, work it in the post. Here's Elijah Guzman, far side, going jump stop, tears it away, turns around, puts it up, can't get it to go. Dave Michalski ripping it down.
What would you call that, John? I call that relentless.
Absolutely. That's Dave Michalski's word.
And he's going to sprint back before anybody else, too.
Number 41, the sophomore, Dave Michalski. I enjoy watching him play.
Oh, JP, is that his 3rd or 4th block of the night?
Number 3.
We should start tracking JP Garrett blocks. I mean, he's got 3 at least, and I think it might be 4.
We'll make it 4. Just
Let's
for you,
say 5.
Josh. Let's say 5.
6.
Here we go. Here's Drew. Gave Esteban a pump fake. JP was going in for number 7.
Dude, he loves it. I feel like I would enjoy blocking if I was 6'5" also. That'd be real fun.
You'd be on the other end of that, wouldn't you, Josh? That'd feel nice for once.
Yeah, I'm on the back end of that all the time. So. You'd block my shot in a heartbeat, John.
Shout out to our executive producer here with the Jack Huckins making the magic happen, along with Aiden Moffat and our operator up here tonight, Mr. Cole Carpenter. Excited to bring you these games here from HBTV.
Oh, you think he traveled
Esteban over to David Fernandez for 3.
Follow.
Just a little long. Rebounded. That's number 21, Sheeler.
Yeah. Good steal there. Dave Fernandez playing aggressive out there, trying to keep hands on that ball. Good poke away from David Fernandez. Should have been a kickball. They missed that. We're going to let it go because it went for our side. And Dave Marhalski got hit in the air, and they're going to let that one go as well. They're letting him go here. And, John, really, as long as it's consistent, I'm fine with physical games. I appreciate that they're being consistent here and not really calling everything, you know. And Esteban's got a minute here. He's going to push the fast break, maybe draw some contact. Oh, nice fake. Couldn't get it to go. Good defense by Victory. Pop out to Dave Fernandez. Takes a mid-range shot. Way to pull up. Good look there from David. And David might have driven in, got blocked.
Josh, I think they're going to call this off.
What happened?
The count the basket. Looks like the basket is good, and then looked like, I think it was Elijah Guzman going in for the rebound, shoved somebody in the back. So that was foul number 1 on Elijah Guzman, 3rd on the team. Yeah. Good
catch. That's sometimes tough to see those. You know, and if you shove someone in the back, that is a dangerous play, John, and people can get really hurt on that.
Sure.
So, I mean, if you see it, it's a good call to make.
Here's Drew. Pushes it up to Bell.
Wow, good take by Breckner there. Tough no. Oh, David. David threw that way up ahead, right into the hands of.
There's Drew, yep.
Oh, that's Drew, I'm sorry. Number 5 is
Bell.
Bell out there.
Yep.
Nice quick pass from Bell. The assist possibly, that's a little short. And that's going to be over the back on 3. That's JP Lapas with a foul. It's going to go the other direction here. And they've been consistent, John, with pressing the point guard. And really, it's easy to break that, but we're just going one-on-one. It seems like Elijah's not really been too afraid of this, and he's allowing that pressure to come, and he'll still get the ball.
Yeah.
Right back to him, and that's easy. We worked on it yesterday at practice. Just pass that ball across to the top when they have one lead defender. That's pretty simple to break. JP again. Yes, there it is. My goodness. That's there all night. Good look for Dave Marhalski. Can't get it to
Good
go.
work there by the Swordsmen.
That would have cut it. Cut it down to 3. Oh, they better not score here, John. They're going to take this shot here.
He got it off.
Oh, no good, but that would have counted.
Great half of basketball.
Absolutely.
Still close. We got a 5-point game. Lions up by 5. Halftime, folks. We will send you into halftime. There's a missionary we wanted you to hear from, Robert Woodard, going to Guyana, South America. And a great video put together, Josh. Very, very convicting and excited to bring that to you, along with a few announcements put together by our HBTV crew here. We will see you back here in about 8 minutes. Until then, we'll see you.
See you.
Thank you for joining us for tonight's games against the Victory Christian Lions. Also, thank you to Gary Harper and Sharper Business Solutions for sponsoring tonight's events. There are a couple things we want you to know about as we continue our basketball season.
In the 52-year history of Hammond Baptist basketball, Hammond Baptist has retired one basketball jersey, and that is number 32, a jersey that Brian Lenhart wore. Brian was a 2008 graduate of Hammond Baptist High School, and Brian gave his life fighting for our country on January 6th, 2012. Yesterday was the 10th anniversary of Brian's death. This evening we will remember Brian right before our varsity game. And to the Lenhart family and to Brian, thank you for your sacrifice for our country.
Next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, our junior high varsity basketball team, varsity volleyball team, and both of our high school basketball teams will be headed to 2 separate tournaments to play. Please pray for both teams' safety as they travel their separate ways. Go HB.
Join us for our annual basketball tournament, January 31st to February 4th. Be on the lookout for schedules, and we hope to see you there to cheer on the Warriors and the Swordsmen.
Missed a game or can't make it? HBTV offers live streams on YouTube and Facebook. Our crew consists of faculty and students that help make this possible. Our senior class of 2022 will be going to Belize as a mission trip this May. We will be helping Pastor Alvarez with his church and his ministry there.
And as a fundraiser, we will be partnering with the Chick-fil-A in Maryville this Tuesday, January 11th. 20% of all purchases made when mentioning the class of 2022 will go to help sponsor our trip. Please continue to pray as we make plans to travel to Belize.
Guyana, land of many waters. It is also the land of many people, many cultures, and many stories. Recently, the Lord blessed in allowing me to be able to take a non-traditional survey trip of over 5 months. During that time, I was able to experience preaching in schools and prisons, soul winning. We were able to baptize converts. But one of the highlights of that trip was being able to assist a veteran missionary in planting a local New Testament Baptist church in the interior region of Barima, Waini. Despite millions of dollars in foreign aid, one of the largest gold mines in South America, and many natural resources, Guyana still remains one of the poorest nations in the Western Hemisphere. The country consists of densely populated coastal cities, followed by large villages in the interior that fade away into mining camps and indigenous villages far out in the jungle. Guyana truly is the country of 1,000 stories, of 1,000 lives the gospel has never touched. Like the young Amerindian boy I talked to, whose first memory was of stumbling home, drunk on the beer his own father had given him, of waking up in a ditch, not knowing who or where he was, of a little girl who prays to a million gods, who would never hear her cries or ever answer a single one of her prayers. Guyana has a higher suicide rate than North Korea or even Japan. If you're anything like me, when you hear Guyana, South America for the first time, you automatically think Latin culture. But because of its geographic isolation and unique history, nothing could be further from the truth. Nearly 50% of the population is from East India, and the remainder from Africa and scattered all across the globe. So rather than a base of Catholicism or Judaism, there is an ever-present polytheistic undercurrent that affects all aspects of life and belief. East Indians brought with them the Hinduism of their ancestors. This is illustrated by the idols built in their yard, the Hindu schools, the over 100 temples that are found in the big cities and even outlying villages. To further confuse the mind of the Guyanese, Islam and Pentecostalism have seen significant advances in recent years. Guyana, like so many other countries, is seeing rampant promiscuity. This is causing brokenness and confusion in the home. We are looking forward to the change that we know happens when Jesus Christ enters the homes of the Guyanese people. My name is Robert Woodard, and God has called us to serve in the complex and rich culture of Guyana, South America. Our focus will be to start New Testament local Baptist churches. There is an amazing amount of opportunity here through preaching in the local schools and prisons, hospitals, crusades, even door-to-door evangelism. We are looking forward to training up faithful men who will then be able to train national leaders to start churches, evangelize, and spread the gospel long after we are gone. Your prayers and consideration are paramount as we take the gospel to Guyana, South America. My wife Ariana and I are humbled and privileged to take the gospel to the country of Guyana. Of course, this is nothing new for Ariana. She grew up on the mission field of Trinidad and has already taken several mission trips into the country. We are anticipating a fruitful harvest in the land of many waters.
All right, welcome back to our second half of play between the Hammond Baptist Swordsmen and the Victory Christian Lions. The score is 19-14. We just started the second half. This is the third quarter. So if you were hopping on here hoping to see the beginning of the varsity game,
Oh, that's true.
we are a half behind schedule. The first game tonight went into overtime, and it was a great game. The junior high JV team had a great game. They pulled it off in overtime, but unfortunately that set us back a little bit. So we're here at 6:53. And on the third quarter of our JV, it is 19-14. Victory has the 5-point lead on us. Here's Drew Breckner driving in with the left.
Woo! J.P. Garrett, a clean 5th block of the night. He is on fire right now. So is Esteban's pass. Unfortunately, a little bit over the head of Dave Michalski. That's going to be a turnover. I don't even think Dave got a hand on it, and Dave's a tall kid.
Esteban just chuckling about that.
Throwing
He
it
just
to Goliath,
launched
man.
it.
Yeah.
Just launched it.
Yeah, not good. I mean, I'm laughing, but we're down 5. We need to be smart, you know, so take care of the ball. Esteban knows, and he knows better. Defensively here, JP guarding the big down there, looking to help on Carter Harold, and that's a nice assist there. That's 24 getting the basket. Unfortunately, we didn't know his name. He's not in our book, but 24 with the 2-point shot. This is Dave Fernandez driving with the left hand, a mid-range jumper, but a little bit off balance, and only Anthony Cabrera can make those one-legged shots. Nobody else.
Hey, we need to get Anthony Cabrera some action in this game.
Yeah,
24 knocks down the 15-footer for Victory.
24, the ghost player, having a night. He's got like 6 or 8 points there.
JP far side dives in, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Josh, we've mentioned it before, but the aggression that JP has shown this game is something that's necessary for this JV squad to be a force that needs to be reckoned with, because otherwise, you know, they're an average team. You know, JP helps them kind of get over that hump. 6'4" in the middle, active, athletic. He's got the length, and JP's having a good night tonight. 23-15. Here's a second on the way.
John, he reminds me of Nathaniel Penley. Just the body type, and he's a shooter, and that's developing for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could be a real nice center next year. Travel. It's going to be Swordsman ball. Thankfully, that turnover there from the Lions might give us a little kickstart. We're down by 8 points right now. 15-23 is the score. And the Swordsman, John, really, they've got to take care of the ball. That's our biggest flaw right now is turnovers. And as I say that, man, a tough pass. Just a little bit sloppy, and JP's open at the 3-point line. JP can hit a 3, and we haven't seen him take many, probably because he'd get put on the bench. But he's a good shooter, John. I think that could develop. You know, in the next couple of years, if he can step out and hit that 3 and space the floor, that helps guys like Jeff Woosley. That helps guys that attack the rim, like Esteban. I mean, that helps Judson Wilkerson. That helps a lot of guys if JP can step out. Not that he has to start there, but if he can, boy, that is a threat out there.
Yeah, you know, Josh, speaking of big men who can step out and hit the 3, you know, tonight we're honoring Brian Lenhart. So Brian Lenhart was a 2008 graduate here from Hammond Baptist who was killed in Afghanistan serving our country in 2012. And yesterday, it's a special day yesterday, marked the 10th anniversary of his homegoing. So tonight before the varsity game, we'll honor him and mention him. Show a tribute video to him. I know quite a bit of his family is here tonight and some friends. Just to pay respects to him on just a special time, a special day. And Brian, one of those big men, Josh, he threw it down. He could dunk, and dunk many times in our gym.
Yeah.
But then also, hey, he hit many threes too.
Yes.
So talk about big men spreading the floor. Maybe we should show JP some Brian Lenhart footage.
Honestly, John, I remember watching him, man, back in the day, just watching game after game where he would have a dunk and a 3, right. I mean, he could space the floor, very athletic player. Someone I looked up to. I remember just watching him thinking, man, if I was ever tall, I want to be that kind of a tall player. You know, because tall guys get thrown on the block, but Brian just broke that down. Even a hardcore coach like Fred Mooney would allow him to shoot those 3s because he's a great shooter. Someone that's fun to watch, someone I certainly look up to, and man, his memory it'll be around here for a very, very long time. Yeah.
Here's Carter Harold near side. Jim with the right hand. Nobody's going to stop him.
JP almost got there, man. A hair away from that block. I like the effort, though. JP he's pushing on guys. He's not just letting them have a layup. He's going to contest, put his hand in your face, and at least make a layup that's tough.
Yeah. Here's Dave Fernandez.
Oh, he carried it. He carried that ball against his leg, and JP looking to feed Dave Marhalski in the post. JP a little crossover there, too.
Yeah.
Man, the improvement game to game has been nice for him. We've talked about Esteban Santos. Speaking of the devil, couldn't get that one to go, but Esteban Santos and JP Garrett both have just had huge bursts this season in their improvement.
Yeah, absolutely. Carter Harold here right in front of his own bench, crosses over, drives in, puts up a floater,
Did you
and gets it to fall.
Did you see JP square up for that charge? Carter Harold that time was driving, and JP has been trying to block everything, but that play stepped in and put his hands down as if he was going to take that charge.
That would have been great. Good heads-up play there by JP. Coach James Goodall wants a timeout and wants to be able to talk things over here with this team. An important and a critical part of this game, Josh. You know, in talking to some of the JV players earlier, they even told me they recognize they really struggle starting games, and they really struggle at the beginning of the third quarter.
Start of the game, start of the third.
So and our coaches here at HB, they tell us, hey, most important time of the game, part of the game, start of the game, start of the third quarter. Yeah. And, Josh, we see that really being reflected right now. And maybe, I don't know, maybe just saying it makes it true for them. Just kind of telling yourself, man, we struggle at the beginning of the third quarter. But we're seeing that to be the case right now. And I can see Coach Goodall calling that timeout, trying to break that habit, you know, and really trying to make the third quarter a good one for this Swordsman team.
Yeah. A good signal of a good team, John, is not a team that has no flaws, but a team that finds the flaws and addresses them. It's good to realize the problem, but then fix it. Find something, maybe an offensive set that you know works. Use it. First play, third quarter. I mean, make yourself get an easy basket and break those habits down. If you have a habit of having a bad third quarter, man, force yourself to have one good third quarter and build from there. And it looks like that's what Coach Goodall's doing right now with that timeout. Wise timeout there. They're going to try to get JP. Yes, a good look in the basket. John, I love that. Right off a timeout. And I don't even care what the possession is there. That's a good look. That's a good setup. That's a good draw. Mm-hmm. And JP, their best player, had the ball on the block, you know, wide open, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, to get a basket, but that's a good setup there for the Swordsmen.
Lions work it down inside early in this possession. Drew now taking a floater, gets it to fall. A nice little running 8-foot floater there by Drew Breckner.
Man.
And extends this Lions lead. Here's Dave Fernandez now, trying to eat at it. Woo. Oh, man, gets blocked by Drew, comes up with his own rebound, but falls out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Lions. 29-15. 14-point deficit here by the Swordsmen. Our sponsor for tonight's events, you see it there at the bottom of the scoreboard from time to time. Our game night sponsors for tonight, Sharper Business Solutions, for the Gary Harper, his team there, sponsoring
David, throw the ball
tonight.
David is still standing wide open. Oh, my goodness. And I think Elijah saw him, too. That's an easy 2 points in a game where points are tough to come by. You need those. That's kick ball, and David fighting for that basketball. Good hustle from Dave Marhalski, the relentless man. He will not give up. He will not back down. They're down, 20? Are we down 24 points? Or 14 points? I'm
14,
sorry.
there you go.
And that was still fighting hard, working there is Dave Marhalski.
Hey, and if I'm not mistaken, Dave was at wrestling practice
no way.
Just a few minutes ago. I mean, they had wrestling practice today. Yeah, if you remember last game, I mean, he came straight from wrestling practice right over and came to ball. But Dave, just one of the players, you know, I got a couple favorite players that I watch from HB every night. My brother Jeff, he is right there. I love watching Jeff play.
I love Jeff's one of my favorites too.
Dave Marhalski is right there. I love watching Dave play. Just that relentless attitude.
That's why.
He's just going to grind it out.
Here's
Mason Wilkerson getting some action, going far side. Esteban Santos. Carter Harold there to defend. Needing some help.
Thought about that Kobe shot there. I thought he was going to take that.
Elijah Guzman now on the attack. Mason.
No, man. Way to help him up. Good drive there. I wanted Elijah to take that and just float it up there, man. That's tough footwork there. It's sometimes tough to, in the midst of a bunch of guys, to keep those feet set and keep them from traveling.
Yeah, Elijah Guzman, probably definitely the strongest player on this JV team.
Oh, yeah.
And really just trying to use his strength there, you know, and I enjoy watching a guy trying to use his strength, you know, to recognize that he has it. You know, sometimes guys are really strong, but they don't realize all that they could do.
Yeah.
You know, and Elijah Guzman really over the summer put in a ton of work. Esteban Santos with a beautiful Euro step and finish.
Man.
And need some more of those. But Elijah Guzman just really hit the weights. And really, I enjoy seeing him put that strength to work on the court. And the finish, that's JP Lapas under the hoop. And fouled, I think, by 2 players. And somehow manages to finish. And is now at the line to complete the three-point play. If the auto-generated comments are getting in your way and you can't see the score or the time, the comments are, what am I thinking? The captions are auto-generated. You could turn those off if you hit the 3 little buttons there on YouTube or Facebook.
We need to pre-record that message and just play it every 10 minutes.
I've just had a couple people. Yeah, I've had a couple people let me know, hey, I can't see the scoreboard because of the captions. Can you turn them off? And I'm like, those we don't do those. Those are on your end. So no problem.
Jack Huckins is over there typing out captions and they're popping up every 2 seconds. He's typing out every single word that happens. He would too, man. He's an animal. Jack Huckins over there, executive producer, grinding it out.
He's a beast.
Yeah, you got Aiden Moffitt still over there, I hope. Yeah, Aiden's still over there, and Cole Carpenter working hard over here.
Absolutely.
HB crew. Whole host of people, John, that help out with HBTV. If you want to mention a few.
Yeah, you know, we got the slide up there, don't we, Brother Jack? We got the slide showing who all is a part of our HBTV crew. We got
Did I make this list?
Girls that get this. Yes, you're on this list here, Josh. There you have it. This is a team, a crew. Myself, Brother Jack Huckins, John Borsch, Josh Conger, Pastor. He'll be up here commentating later. That's Carter Harold. Can't finish at the other hand, just lost it. But here at HBTV, we got a crew of adults and teachers that help put it on. But really, we try to help the students be a big part of what we do here at HBTV, just to help them learn.
It's a huge experience, John. I think that there's a lot of people that through the years at Hammond Baptist have worked with media, helping out teachers, helping out faculty, and helping out the programs as well. And really, a lot of those guys are still working in that same kind of field.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's helpful, I think, for guys to get that kind of experience in high school. You know, for something that's enjoyable to do, I think.
Yeah.
And something that helps you learn real-world character traits and benefits, and programming, and skills all over the place.
You know, the third hour, you know, it's media design class, and really they love being in there.
Yeah.
You know, they really look forward to it. I walk in there, and class is going to start in a minute or two, and they're already in there signing in and getting all ready to go. Yeah, they do a great job. Far side there, that's Bell. Carter Harrell with the tip. JP with the rebound. Can't get it to go. Carter just grinding there down low.
Yeah, oh yes, Daniel. There's the fast break push. Hopefully that pays off for him. I think he traveled. See, I like it. Did Dave Marhalski pass that ball and then just appear at the other end of the floor too? Man, David's working. John, you mentioned 2 players you love watching. One's Dave Marhalski, one's Jeff Woosley. But both of those guys, even beyond basketball, John, that's a charge.
Come on, baby.
Oh! You know, and David was a little bit off center there. You know, just a little bit off. But they're trying. I hope the Lenharts see this, man. They're trying to keep that memory alive, take those charges, sacrifice as he did on the basketball floor, and work hard there. That's good from Dave Marhalski. But Dave and Jeff both, man, just godly guys, man. They're soul winners every week. They're reading their Bibles. They're in church. They're prayer meetings, serving the Lord, doing good things. And I think a lot of that does translate from the basketball court into spiritual life. And it's fun to see that from these 2 guys.
JP underneath.
Mason got a hand on that. Might have blocked it.
There's Bell going up for 2. And really, you notice the difference when JP Garrett is not in the game.
Yeah, that's
and just the struggle that we're having rebounding, even just on that single possession with JP on the bench. Here's Mason driving baseline, loses it. As JP Lapas comes up with it for the Lions. Here in front of his own bench, here's Bell. Driving right, Carter Harold for 3. Just short.
That's right on, though, John. You can always tell those good shooters by the way their misses look, you know, and that's a good shooter, Carter Harold.
Yeah, right on. 33-19, 14-point deficit here for the Swordsmen. After this, our varsity teams will match up and should have got a few great things planned for anybody in attendance and anybody watching as well. Got a tribute, a memory to Brian Lenhart, and then starting lineup ordeal, and just really expecting a great crowd. And, you know, the gym is already
it's packed, man.
Yeah,
that victory, I was going to mention that earlier. They have a ton of fans, John. I think if you'd have to look to get a seat over there. I think that it looks very packed. Victory there in Valparaiso, Victory Christian Academy, and they brought a lot of fans. But then HB showing up and showing out today. Lots of fans here.
John Borsch in the house.
Well. John Borsch showed up. Thought he was going to call in sick today.
Here's our HBTV crew.
Speak of the devil.
And I think we're all here finally. I thought John Borsch, the commentator right there in the middle, dead center, was taking the night off tonight, but he just showed up. Myself, with Jack Huckins, Josh Conger, Pastor Wilkerson, he'll be up here commentating later. We're part of the crew. Jeannie Woosley, Jessie Asas, and Kirsten Cooper helping get everything all prepped. Jeannie putting posts up on social media. You know, she was the one putting things out for Brian yesterday and getting everything all ready. She helped get the videos ready that people see all night tonight, those announcement videos. Jessie, Kirsten, Ryan Mitchell here every single game, working hard. Aiden Moffitt, Noah Hollahan just jumping in, learning a ton, and really being a huge help to make HBTV possible. So this is the crew that brings you the games every single time we're playing here on our court here at Hammond Baptist. We'd love to bring you these games live. We know how much it means, Josh, when a parent can't make it or a grandparent, you know, whether it's because of sickness or just maybe just a little bit of fear coming in a building with a whole bunch of people. You know, because I know my grandparents, they're at home able to watch, you know, their grandson play here, and we just love making that a possibility for our fans.
Yeah, you know, the Lemons also. Jaden Lemon's grandparents, they're always watching as well, and they'll drop a comment sometimes to let us know they're there.
Yeah.
But it's good. I love having that access being provided by HBTV. And, John, you yourself and a lot of others.
And I.
Yeah, you've put in a lot of work, man. I appreciate you even putting all the work in setting this up, and you're running this whole HBTV thing, and you do a good job with it. You and Jack Huckins do a lot of work, and John Borsch, and all of them, man. Just really a ton of work to make this thing great.
Yeah,
we love Hammond Baptist here, man. We love basketball, love HB basketball. It's great, man.
Sir.
Love this program. Love this. Love these guys playing.
Yeah. Esteban with the miss. 24 with the rebound. Drew now pushing it up to Bell. Back to Drew. Thought skip pass instead. Oh, unselfish play going down inside to JP Lapas. Carter nearly put it in. Instead, Dave Murhowski comes away with the rebound. Under 6 to go.
Yeah, and if you came in looking for the varsity game, it should have started at 7, so it is going to be coming. Don't worry. It'll be here in about 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Right after this game, we're going to get the clock ticking away to get to that varsity game, and that's going to be a good one. The Victory Christian Academy Lions, they've got a solid varsity team. We've played once before, and it was a neck-and-neck game, and we're expecting tonight to be no different. Should be a good vibe in the gym if you can make it, but if you can't, you can tune in here at HBTV on YouTube, HBTV on Facebook, Hammond Baptist Athletics, and watch the games live. They'll also be put up immediately on Facebook when the game is done, but a few hours later, once it gets uploaded on YouTube, you can watch the game afterwards as well.
Good put in there by JP Lapas, finishing under some pressure by the big man, JP Garrett. Our live stream sponsor, you see it there at the bottom of your screen from time to time, Rizza Cars, Joe Rizza and his enterprise. Oh, man, as it looks like Drew took a hand to the face there as Dave Murhowski was trying to swipe that ball away.
Yeah, that's the job of a tough player to take tough beatings too. You know, Drew has for years given out those beatings, and he's hit a couple of my guys in the face, and not intentionally, but he's an aggressive player, John, and aggressive players get aggressive back. I think that's
he's a tough kid,
and he is tough. And you see him walking off; he's just trying to get that blood to stop flowing so he can get back in the game. He's a fun player to watch. He is not a fun player to play against. I'm very much dislike this kid when he's playing against me and against our team, but he is aggressive.
Noticing him from junior high and even till now, just a scrappy player and really solid and a solid point guard. Someone who's he can hit the open shot, but then also facilitate and very unselfish. For the Lions, and he's going to be a good player for a couple years to come. Here's Elijah Guzman.
Wow.
Speaking of good players to come, Elijah Guzman spin move, can't get it to go.
Good look.
And here comes Carter Harold, number 1, going right at Elijah Guzman. Defended very well.
Good defense there from HB. Hustle and dive for that ball is Dave Fernandez. Good look. How about a mid-range, clean-looking jumper received by number 24 on Victory. Man, all that work for nothing there. That was tough. Good hustle, good effort. Still the 2 points go to Victory. And this is a tough game here, John. We've won the first 2 in this third game. And you said it, that this would be a tough game to win. You know, this team has beat us before this year already. And, man, we're down 20 points here. Man. That's a charge. Boy. You know, but JP, I love the drive. I love the aggressiveness. And if he keeps doing that, not many guys are clever enough to get in front of you and take that charge. I think that's going to help JP in the long term a great deal, being able to drive to the rim like that. Subs coming in, Luke Audis, number 32, Daniel Webb, number 4 for HB. They're going to check in alongside Mason Wilkerson, David Murhalski, and Elijah Guzman, who are already in the game. Daniel guarding ball. And they're going to look to fight it out to the end. It's 4 minutes to go, and no one's giving up here. Down 20, down 40, down 200, doesn't matter. We're going to work hard. We're going to play hard. And our teams don't give up. And if they do, I'm going to leave this booth, go down there, and start yelling on the floor. I mean, we don't let up here. Being down 20 or up 20, it don't matter. These guys are still working very hard in this gym.
Daniel Webb, cross court. Luke Audis in the game, 3-point specialist.
Yeah, take it. Ooh. All right.
It's Mason from the corner. Can't quite find the rim.
That's tough, man. You only have to be a little bit off from the corner, and it looks terrible. If you're a little bit too far to the right or left, hits the backboard, and it looks like the worst shot ever, and just slightly off, you know. Tough spot to shoot from the corner.
Here's Carter Harold, guarded by Elijah Guzman and Daniel Webb.
John, though, speaking of corner threes, I'm excited for Brian Stovemeister and Joe Cowling. Last game, they hit a load of corner threes. I mean, back to back to back. They were just popping from those corners. And that's a fun shot, man. I know Klay Thompson's made that very popular in the NBA. And
yeah.
Joey and Brian both taking notes from that book out there. They were hitting those threes last game. And really, John, I hope they're on tonight. Hope they're hitting them tonight. We're going to need it to win this game against Victory.
Yeah, Victory and the Swordsmen met only one other time prior to tonight this season, and that was in the FAFCA tournament earlier in the season as Carter Harold swats it out of bounds. But the Swordsmen did end up coming out on top in that matchup. They won, I believe, by 10 or 15.
Oh, wow.
They beat Victory by about that much. But, Josh, that's tournament play.
Yeah, and that was
I believe
the end of the
that
game.
was our first game of the day, and Victory had already played one.
Oh.
We were playing for third place in that tournament, so it was, one of those kind of games.
Yeah.
So it's going to be anybody's game tonight. And the Swordsmen really, really got to come out. Got to come out swinging. Got to come out tough. And like you said a second ago, got to come out, and hopefully those shots are falling.
Yes. Yeah. Anthony Cabrera, number 42, the man, checking in. And, John, we have 3 minutes and 1 second to see a one-legged shot from Anthony. I'm excited about it, John. He has been taking those one-legged fallers all year.
The question is not, are we going to get one? The question is,
how many will we get?
Will we get two?
Yeah, will we get 5?
Here's
Anthony's
Elijah.
open down there. If they could see him, big hand up there.
Come on,
Give it to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there he is, absolutely.
Big find. Anthony
bang.
making a splash right away. 2 points dropping for the big deuce. Anthony Cabrera. Big look from him, and he's going to play some good D down here as well. Keeping the foot in the paint, looking to help out. Wow, big save from Drew Breckner. Anthony poking it away. Might get an assist here to Daniel Webb if he can finish the shot. Nice from Webb, and that's assisted by the fingertips of Anthony Cabrera to poke that ball down the floor to him. Anthony made 2 points and an assist in about 10 seconds or so.
How about that? Elijah Guzman.
Nice.
Big defensive stop there. Here's Daniel Webb again in transition, and this time he's going to get blocked from behind. And that's Carter Harold trying to push it in transition. Love the thought, had his head up.
Yeah.
A little off with the pass. As it goes out of bounds, Swordsman ball, 23-41.
Yeah, Matt Swain here checking in for Daniel Webb. Good to see him in the game, getting some minutes to play the last 2 here in the JV game. This is Elijah Guzman going against the tight defense here from Victory, and Elijah's looking left, looking right, sees Matt Swain, tries to go bounce pass, and the ball is off his foot and kicked up into the air and out of bounds. It's going to be Swordsman ball. Matt Swain will take it out on the side. Playing in with Luke Audis, Elijah Guzman, Mason Wilkerson, and Anthony Cabrera. Looking to close this game out, and really this has been a tough one for the Swordsmen. This has been just a tough matchup, and some things haven't gone our way. We've missed a lot of shots, had a lot of turnovers, but the guys are finishing strong. They're playing resilient basketball and still sacrificing, still playing hard, still cheering on their teammates. And you can see on the bench right now, the Mr. Relentless himself, David Marhalski, is clapping up his teammates, and he knows he's down 20, but clapping up his teammates, never going to let the fight die. And for the last minute 37, they will fight it out here. It is 7:16, and realize the varsity game is supposed to start at 7 o'clock tonight. That'll come to you shortly after this game. We're going to get started with that. And again, tonight we're honoring Brian Lenhart. Brian Lenhart, a legend at Hammond Baptist, the only retired Jersey ever at Hammond Baptist, and gave his life in Afghanistan. A roadside bomb took his life. And we're excited to honor him tonight. He's sacrificed in our country, but sacrificed on this floor. Man, night after night for Hammond Baptist, taking charges, hitting threes, dunking basketballs, and we're just so honored that he came to Hammond Baptist, that he's alumni, And I'm excited to honor him tonight, and that was Anthony Cabrera.
AC.
My man, Anthony Cabrera.
Ice in his veins.
Man, we need a nickname, like the Big Tank or something, man.
The Big Tank?
Dirk. The Big Dirk. Right? Because Dirk was one-legged.
1 foot fade away.
Anthony has developed that shot,
Did you ever watch those? It was on SportsCenter, but it would be called Sports Science.
Yeah.
Or Sports Science, where that guy, like an analyst, like really good at math, would like map out the shots and, you know, bring together different kind of stats. He talked about one time Dirk Nowitzki's fadeaway. Since he was so tall, Dirk was like 7 foot.
Yeah.
Right? As he would fade back, the angle of that, the height of Dirk, blah, 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 he said you'd have to be as tall as Yao Ming and have the jumping ability of Derrick Rose to block that shot. I'm not kidding. I saw this. It was years ago when Dirk Nowitzki was playing. And I'm like, that's how impossible it was to block Dirk's fadeaway.
So you're saying it's impossible to block, period. Because no one has that. No one's as big as Yao.
Unless someone's as tall as Yao Ming.
JP Garrett's got a chance. He's got a chance. He's a sophomore, freshman.
But, I mean, the same could be said for Anthony Cabrera's fadeaway.
You can't block it. You can't stop it. The Big Dirk taking over. I like the Big Dirk, man. Until something better comes along, I'm sticking with Big Dirk.
Grand Turk. I'm just thinking of the island.
Big Dirk
25.
definitely is better than that.
41.
We'll see. Give me another Anthony. I want to see Anthony Cabrera again. Feed the man. Give him some dinner. That layup there on the baseline for victory. And Darvell Blanton making his first appearance in this game as well for HB. Anthony's got the ball in his hands. Shake and bake. Got to make something happen. Matt Swain thought about a three. Anthony's got it. He's thinking about a shot. Nice pass to Matt Swain. And they call a foul. They bailed him out there. Matt Swain drove in, took some contact. He'll get 2 shots at the line. Matt Swain, another player, man. Fiery player, good defense, shoots free throws decently, and I'm excited to see him shoot these 2 here. We'll see if he can get 1 to go. And honestly, Matt's a great shooter. I see him 2 for 2 here, maybe 1 for 2. He's making 1, though. Matt's got to make 1. Oh, missed the first, so I guess it's the second he's got to make. One of these is coming. Good to see him get to the line, though. I like Matt Swain being aggressive and someone that sometimes will sit off and not really attack the basket, but he's attacking tonight in the possessions that he's gotten. And Matt Swain, oh my goodness, makes me a false prophet, misses both shots. Really thought I'd see more there. Thought he's hitting one of them.
Again, excited to bring you our varsity game here in a few minutes where, like Josh mentioned a second ago, we'll be honoring and remembering Brian Lenhart, a 2008 graduate here from Hammond Baptist. If you can't make it to the gym, we're going to be streaming all of that and showing the tribute video and some things that we do before the game. We'll stream that here on HBTV. Again, if you're watching on Facebook and rather watch it on YouTube, it's a little easier to pull up on your TV, you know, if you're watching from home. So on YouTube, you go HBTV, dash Hammond Baptist Schools is the tag there, the username. You can find us there on YouTube or on Facebook, obviously.
Yeah, and this game is all but over here. 5 seconds to go.
Jeremy Johnson, Josh, I just got word is listening. Jeremy, big shout out to you, my friend.
Yes, sir.
It's been too long. I always enjoy talking to you. I always enjoy seeing you. Thanks for watching and joining us here on HBTV. Well, that is how we will end the game. Unfortunately, 43-25.
Yeah, tough one for us.
The Victory Christian Academy Lions taking the victory today. We'll bring you back here in about 10-12 minutes. If you're interested in watching the varsity game, you can find that here on HBTV. Pastor Wilkerson will be commentating the next one, so you want to stick around for that along with Josh Conger, and it should be a great matchup. But until then, my name is John Woosley, joined here by Josh Conger. We'll see you then.